Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Yawa dewa anathaya nyattam balasa jayati. Handi balasa sukkan sammuddha massa vipatayam. Tu mai adat panya ti tu mai a ajoမဲ့ရန်အတွက်သာဖြစ်၏အကုသိုလ်အဖို့အစုကိုဖြစ်စည်း၏ပညာဥထိတ်ကိုပြတ်၍ကြစေတတ်၏ To his own ruins the fool gains knowledge for it cleaves his head and destroys his innate goodness. This Dhammapada, this stanza was given by the Buddha when he was living at Veḷuvana monastery in Rajagaha city, with the reference to Saddhikuta Veda, a sledge-hammer ghost. Like the previous story. One day, Venerable Moggallana and Venerable Lakkhana were descending down from Gejjakuta mountains to enter into the Rajagaha cities for ants food. Then Venerable Moggallana smiled. Then Venerable Lakkhana also asked Venerable Moggallana the reason of the smiling. Then Venerable Moggallana says to Venerable Lakkhana, this is not proper times, not right times to ask this question here. When we are in the presence of the Buddha, then you should ask this question. Then they continue to go to Rajagaha cities for ants food. After having their meal, then they went to Veḻuvana monastery. Then they are in the presence of the Buddha. That time, Venerable Lakkhana asked Venerable Moggallana again, "Oh, Venerable Moggallana, when we were descending down from Gejjakuta mountain, you smiled. What is the reasons of smiling?" When I ask these questions, then you ask me to ask here. Then please answer the reasons of smiling. Then Venerable Moggallana also answered, "Oh, Avusọ Lakkhana, when we were descending down from Gejjakuta mountain, I saw one Saddhikuta Veda sledge-hammer ghost. One sledge-hammer ghost. He has maybe 3 quarters or leagues in length. 3 quarters be 3 kahuta. 1 yojana, 4 yojana is 1 yojana. 4 yojana is 1 4 kahuta is 1 yojana. Then 1 yojana has about 10 miles. So around maybe 7.5 miles like this. Is it? Long, very long ghost. Then what happened? His body is very long, about 7 miles long. Then, you know, the sledge-hammer, 60,000 sledge-hammer are hitting his skull. 60,000 sledge-hammer which has fire are beating his cause all the times continuously. Then he is experiencing this suffering there. When I saw this being, this ghost, I smiled. This is the reason of smiling. Then what happened? When Venerable Moggallana says this word to Venerable Lakkhana in the presence of the Buddha, then the Buddha and Bhikkhu Sangha also have the story of the Sledge-Hammer ghost. Veda, Sledge-Hammer ghost. Then the Buddha also says to them, what Moggallana said is correct. What Moggallana says is the truth. I also saw this ghost since I became enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. But I didn't say to anybody. Why? If I say the story of this Veda, then they will not believe my word. Then it may cause disadvantages for them. Because of out of compassion for others, I didn't say these stories to any other. But now, with the witness of Moggallana's statement, now I also said, sure, this is true. I also saw this ghost since I became enlightenment a long time ago. Then when the Buddha says this word, many Bhikkhu Sangha also requested the Buddha to explain his past akusala karma, past misdeed. Bhante, please tell us what kinds of akusala karma he did in the past. Then the Buddha explained his past karma. And long time ago in Varanasi country. Varanasi is very famous. God also Varanasi, but also Varanasi, is it? Varanasi country. There was a cripple. A cripple is me who cannot go here and there. He has no complete organs in his body. Is it? Oh, he is a cripple. He used to stay near under the banyan tree. He was also very skillful in slinging stone. By slinging the stone, throwing the stone, he can make many different kinds of appearances with his skill, his art. Then one day, they were living under the banyan trees together with many boys from the village. Then the village boy also asked him to make the many different kinds of appearance in the leaf or the banyan tree with his art. Then he took many small stones and he slack. Then it became, appearance of goat, appearance of cow, appearance of elephant, horse, etc. Then many leaves became many animals in the tree. Then he was showing his skill to the villager, the boys. Then they are very happy with his skill. Then they also gave many snacks or foods to him. Then he was surviving with his art in this way. One day when they are doing in this way, then the came to this place to go to his royal garden. Then they stopped in this banyan trees for a while. Then when the king came to this banyan tree, then many village boys ran away. Then, the cripple, then he couldn't go here and there. Then they left him behind there. Then he was alone there near the banyan tree. Then when the king and his follower stay under the banyan tree, then what happened? Then the sunlight also appear from banyan tree. Usually there may not be sunlight because of thick leaf in this banyan tree. But now sunlight appear in his body, king's body. Then he perceived there may be sun there. Then when he faced up, he saw many different appearance or elements on the leaf. Then he was very surprised. Then he asked his follower, his men, what is this? Who made this appearances of an elephant in the leaf? Then they also explained, there's one cripple. He was very skillful in making such kinds of appearance of elephants in leaf by slinging stone. This is his skill, his art. Then where is he? Then they also call this cripple. Then he reached here. Did you do this one? Yes. Then he was very pleased with this cripple. Then, there's one astrology, one minister who is living near the king. He was very talkative, very talkative. When the king speak one word, but he speak many thousands of words, he don't stop. Is it? Then he was torturing the king with his talkative. Is it? He was very talkative. He speak a lot, constantly without stopping. Then that is why he is not satisfied. He disliked this astrology. Astrology means the minister who make the astrologies. Is it? Then can you slick? Can you slick the goat dams into his mouth when he is speaking together with me? Yes, I can do. Okay, you find the goat dance, some amount of goat dance. Then you stay inside the curtains. Then make the hole. Then I will stay behind. When he trying to speak, then he will open his mouth. Then I will select one goat dam inside his mouth. Is it? Then according to their arrangement, then the king also arranged in the same way. One day, then king and this astrology minister stay inside the curtains. Then they also already made the hole. Then the cripple stay behind these curtains. Then when the king start to speak one, then he also trying to speak, too many words. Whenever he open his mouth to speak to the king, then the cripple also select one goat dance inside his mouth immediately. Then he don't throw away, he don't split, then he swallow it. Then when he trying to speak, then he also open his mouth, then he also throw goat down, then immediately enter into his mouth. Then he also swallow. In this way, many goat down, a couple of goat downs finished, exhausted. But he still want to speak. He still want to speak, he doesn't want to stop. His belly become bigger. Then when goat dance finished from his gut, then the Kripa also shake his curtain. At the time, the king understood, oh, go dance finished from the god. But he still want to speak. He still want to talk to me. Then at the time he talked to the astrology minister. Then, oh, teacher, then astrology, then you still want to sleep, although you already swallow 1 cup of goat dams. Then previously the king does not know. He swallowed the goat dams inside his belly. Then when the king disclosed this condition, then he understood and he was shy with this one. Then he stopped. Beginning from this time, he dared not to talk to the king too many. Then he speaks that time. Because of this reason, the king also became comfortable and peaceful. Whenever he speaks, okay, he keep quiet. He dared not to speak too much. The king gave the lessons to the king and the Kripa gave lessons to the talkative astrology minister. Then he stopped too many talking. Then because of his skill, then the king was also very pleased with his skill. Then he gave many things, many rewards, many prizes. The four villages around the cities and in 4 directions. Then you will be the head of those villages. Whatever tax you obtain from these villages, then it will be yours. Then he became the head of those villages because of his art. Then at the time, Bodhisattva to be was one of the ministers in this right here, kingdom. Then the Buddha also recites one stanza. What does the stanza mean? Whatever art, if they are skillful in whatever art, then it will be very helpful for their livelihood. Here you see the Kripa, he don't have enough complete organs in his body, although he cannot go here and there, but because of his skill, his art, now he became rich person, he became higher person. Oh, he says this one. Then, there's also one man. Oh, he also saw this condition. Because of his art, now he became rich person in this country. The king gave a lot of reward, a lot of prize to him. Because of this reason, he became rich now, although he is a cripple. Then, he also thought to himself, if I learn this art from this cripple, then it will be beneficial for my livelihood. Then he also approached this cripple one day. Oh teachers, please teach me your art. Please teach your arts to me. Please share your skills to me. No, I cannot share. I cannot teach my skills to you. Then he also asked many times, but he also rejected many times. Finally, he doesn't want to stop. Then he approached this cripples and he served. He do many duties to this cripple. Then he do massage, even he wash his feet, etc. In this way for long times. Then he became his follower, his disciple. Then one day he also asked, oh teachers, please teach your arts to me. I want to learn. Then because of his gratitude, he was very helpful to him. That is why he couldn't resist this time. He couldn't refuse. Then he accepted, okay, I will teach you my skill. I will teach my skills to you. Then he also teach how to select the stone to make the elephant, horse on the leaf, etc. Then after learning, then he became skillful. slacking the stone. Then I also want to test with my skill. Then how do you want to test? Then his teacher says, how do you want to test? Then I will test with 1% of animal. For example, I will select with I will select the stones to the 1 count or something like this. Then he will see his skill in this art. Sometimes I may test with the 1 man, 1 people, 1%. Then his skill will be obvious. Or in this way. Then his teacher reminded him, if you select the stones to the animal, if the animal has owner, then you will need to give the penalty, penalties. 100 pieces of money to the owner. If you select the stones to the human being, if he dies, then you need to give, they will give punishments to you. Then penalties, 1,000 pieces of money, there will be punishments. That means if he will select the stones to the human being will die. Then what will happen? He need to pay a lot of penalty. He need to pay a lot of punishments. Then even you cannot pay for your whole families. That is why you should not test with those who have honor. Or he also reminded his disciples. Then he go around the city. Then he found 1 count. Then he inquired whether there's owner or not. Oh, there's an owner. If there's an owner, if he trying to key the count with his skill, then he will need to give punishments for 100 pieces of money. Then when he saw 1 man, then he also want to test. He also want to kill this man by slacking the stone. Then when he consider, oh, he also have his family. Then if I kill him, I need to give the penalties. Then what happened? In one place at the gate of the city, he saw 1 Pajika Buddha, private Buddha. Outside of the dispensation, there were also Pajika Buddha, private Buddhas. Then he also used to stay near Varanasi. Then he came to Varanasi cities for alms food. Then, the persons saw Pajika Buddha. Then when he saw Pajika Buddha, oh, he is a lonely person. He has no family member and no pet. He used to stay alone in the forest. Then, if I test my skills with this person, then although he dies, there may not be any penalties. Is it? Punishment. Then what happened? He take 1 stone and he select the stones to the Pajika Buddha. The stone enter into the Pajika Buddha's right ear. Then it come out from left ear. So what happened? He was very skillful. Is it? Then Pajika Buddha feel very painful feelings because of this. Then he couldn't enter into the cities for alms food. Then he fly in the sky and went back to his monastery in the forest. Then when he reached in his small kuti in the forest, then he took final Veḻuvana. or he passed into Nibbana. Then many people also waiting for Pachika Buddha. Today, why our Venerable does not come here? Then, when they pass their times, maybe there may be some problem with our Venerable. Then many people went to Pachika Buddha's monastery to observe. Then they saw Pachika Buddha already passed into Nibbana because of this injury. Is it? Then, when many people are gathering in this place, then they also crimes, they also feel limitation. Then at that time, they are also talking, who killed our Pachika Buddha, who killed our Venerable? Then, this person also went to this place and then he saw, I killed this person by slugging with the stone. This is my skill. I want to test my skill. That is why I test. Then he died. Then at that time, many people also beat him with many sticks, and then he also died in this place. The foolish, is it? Then when he died, then he was reborn in Awisi hell. He experienced a lot of suffering in Awisi hells for many thousands of years. Then when he escaped from Awisi hell, what happened? Now he was reborn as ghost in Gechikuta mountain. At that time, many fire leech, many fire sledge-hammer. Fire sledge-hammer are hitting his skull continuously, constantly, without stopping. Then he is suffering with this. He is experiencing this suffering because of his past akusala karma. Okay. He is very skillful, different from his teacher, Kripa. His Kripa, although he has no complete organ, but he have the king. Then he got a lot of prize from the king. Then he became rich. But this person also have this skill, this art. But, he didn't use his skill properly. He killed the Pachika Buddha with his art. That is why he fell into Awisi hell. Although he escaped from Awisi hell, now he became a ghost in Gechikuta mountain. He is also experiencing a lot of suffering as a ghost in Gechikuta mountain until now. Pachika Buddha name is Sunneta Pachika Buddha. Okay. This is the first story of this ghost. Then the Buddha explains to the many Bhikkhu Sangha in the Veḻuvana monastery. Then, after that, the Buddha recited this stanza. Yawa Deva Anathaya Nyatan Balasa Chayati Handi Balasa Sukhansa Muddha Masa Vipadayan. If a fool has a kind of art, a kind of knowledge, or a kind of skill, then what will happen? It will ruins for this fool. It will be the distractions for the fool. Simpletons. Is it? It will be distractions for the fool. They are very skillful in one art. Then with the skill, what will happen? Then these skills will make sufferings for this fool. Now this person, he is very skillful in slugging the stone. With his skill, then he fall into Awisi hell. And also, now he is experiencing suffering as a ghost until now. If he used his skill in proper way, then it will be very beneficial for both he himself for others, is it? But now he have the art, very very good skill, but it will be for this the destruction of the fool. You know, there are also many people when they have power, when they have a kind of skill or knowledge, then they are originally foolish. That is when what will happen? With their power and their art, their knowledge, their skill, they will make the other people harmful. They don't want to have other. Only they just want to make difficulty or problems towards the others, using their power and their art, their knowledge. Is it? The Buddha said this stanza. Handi balasa sukanda mukta masa vipataya. They were destroying their kusala. They were also destroying, they were remove their knowledge. Like this. Yawa deva anathaya. Anathaya. Then they will never, it will never be useful. Their art, their power will never be useful for others. They will make the destruction of themselves and others using their power and their art, their skill. The Buddha said this stanza to many people with the reference to this ghost, you know, Sledge-Hammer's ghost. Then at the end of the stanza, many become Sotapanna, etc. Okay, here, be careful. Now when they have a kind of knowledge, a kind of art, or when they have power, using their art, their knowledge, their power, they make other people harmful. They make many problems in the world. Then what will happen? They will also experience the suffering of making those problems in the future, like this Sati Kuta Beda, like this ghost. Then may be able to avoid using your art, your skill, your knowledge, and your powers not to make harmful others. You will be able to do kusalas for others using your power, your art, your knowledge. May be able to practice to attain Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idame Bonya Asawakaya Wahan Hotu Idame Bonya Nibbanasa Pechayo Hodu Mama Bonya Bhagan Sabba Sadhana Bhajemi Te Sabhe Me Sama Bonya Bhagan Labhandu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana visya hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, anumodami. Sadhu, anumoditavan. Khamami khamitavan. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana visya hotu.